Welcome guys, in this video I am going to draw a plumber block that you are seeing in this image. This is actually taken from the GraphCAD website. Here we can see around 5 parts. There is a base block. Over that there are 2 half bearings, and inside that there is a shaft, and over that there is a cap, and this cap is held over the block using a bolt and nut. Let us see the exploded part. So here you can see the parts individually. This is the shaft, and this is the base block, and this bolt and the nuts and 2 half bearings and the cap. Let us draw the biggest part first, that is this base block. So here we are having the dimensions of this base block. Let me keep these dimensions in one tab, and I am having this Solidworks in another side. Okay, let us start doing. Open a new file, part file, and draw this profile in this front plane. I am taking front plane and I am giving sketch. I am drawing this profile. Okay, I have approximately drawn this thing, and now I am doing one thing. I am selecting this point. This is the axis point or the origin point, and this line, and I am giving a constraint called midpoint, so that the whole line will be centered. Then I am giving the dimensions whatever given in this diagram. That whole width is 208 mm. This small dimension, this is 208 mm, and here is an inclination, that is 106 degrees. The angle between these two lines are 106 degrees, and then the height of this thing is 14 mm, and the distance between this line and this line is 14 mm. Then I think I don't know whether I am wrong or not. This dimension is not given in this diagram. I think so. If it is given, please let me know in the comment. I am assuming this as 35 mm. And this whole height is given as 68 mm. This is 68 mm, and then this length is given as 16 mm. This is 16, and then I am drawing the circle at the center. Let me draw the circle exactly at the center. Also, let me check whether it is in center or not. This point and this origin point should be vertical, so that is one constraint. And the distance between this particular line and the center of this circle is 4 mm. The distance between this point and this line is 4 mm. The diameter of the circle is 24 into 2. Okay, we have used this 16 mm, 4 mm, 24 mm, and this 56 mm we haven't used it. So the distance between this center point and this line is this 56 by 2, because we are drawing just half of that. Okay, now the circle seems to be under constraint. Okay, that's because of this mistake. This line is actually horizontal. Select this line and give a constraint horizontal. So now it has been constrained, and this line has to be trimmed here. Okay. Okay, now we have drawn all those things in half side, one side of that. So the easy thing we can do it is mirroring all those things. So select all those lines and give mirror entities and select the center plane. This is the center plane. Okay, now the mirror has been created successfully, and now the top portion of the circle is not needed. Let us trim that. Okay, this is the portion we need. Also, we are having a small cut over here for a 2 mm depth. Small 2 mm depth we are having a cut here. Let us create that. Draw a horizontal line and a small vertical line over here, and then again a small vertical line here. Okay, now trim this line. This is not needed, and let us give the dimensions. The small height is 2 mm, that's mentioned in this diagram, and the length of this line is given as 195 mm. Okay, it goes wrong because it goes beyond this side. So what we have to do is we have to give another constraint, that is this line should be at the center. So we can select the midpoint of this line. I think this is the midpoint of this line, and let us select the origin of this diagram, and I am giving a constraint as vertical. So now it becomes centered. So now the diagram is perfect. Okay, then extrude this for a thickness of 46 mm. I think almost we have done, and extrude this for a thickness of 45 mm, 46 mm as given in this view. Let us draw that from mid plane for our safety. Okay, then we need to have some additional features. We are having a fillet here, a hole here, a slot here, a square hole at the bottom, and a through hole, and here we are having a small hole. So everything we have to do. Let us create a slot here first. I am drawing in this plane. I am creating a slot. This is the straight slot option. I am giving a slot here. Let me give the dimensions. The diameter is the radius is 6 mm. The radius of this slot is 6 mm, and then the length of this thing is 8 mm. This is 8, and it has to be centered. So the same thing we can do here. We can select this point and again this point. These 2 points should be horizontal, and now it is centered in this z axis, and also it has to be centered it has to be positioned in the x axis. For that the dimension is given. The distance between these two slots are 154 mm. That means the distance between this center and this slot point is 154 by 2. Okay, now I have created a small line by using that option convert entities so that I can use this midpoint. So I am giving small dimension. The distance between the midpoint of this line, this is the midpoint of this line, and this particular point is 154 by 2 as given in the diagram. Okay, so now this slot is fully constrained and this slot has to be through cut. So let us give features extruded cut, that is through all. Okay, so it seems that is open contour because we have created a line over here, so that line can be converted into a line for construction. If you use a line for construction, that will not be considered during extrusion or extrusion cut. So now I am giving that extrude through all cut. Okay, so now the slot has been created. Then we can create these square holes at the bottom. Okay, so it is given that it is a square hole of dimension 28 mm. So let us revolve this using the center button. And create a sketch here. As we are creating a square, we can give dimensions for only one side and we can give constraint as equal. This line and this line are equal in length. Okay, the midpoint of this line and this origin are horizontal. Okay, and then we have to define the dimension. This center is 78 mm apart, so the distance between the center and this center is 78 by 2. So now we can create that remove material, that is extruded cut, for a depth of 10 mm as given in this diagram. Okay, now the square cut at the bottom has been created. Then we have to create a through cut, that is circular cut over here for inserting the bolt. So I am selecting this plane and giving sketch and drawing a circle. The dimension of the circle is 12 mm dia. Now I have to give some constraints. This point and this point are horizontal. Okay, this constraint is given, and then here, as we given earlier, the distance between these two circles are 78 mm. So the center to this distance is 78 by 2. So now it has been constrained, the diagram is fully constrained and it has been converted to black. Then go to features, extruded cut, it has to be through cut. Okay, so we have created the hole as we expected. Okay, then we need to create a small hole over here. Here it is given the diameter is 8 and the depth is also 8. But unfortunately this is a curved surface, we cannot create a sketch over this curved surface. So what we can do is we can create a sketch from the bottom and we can offset that. Let me do that. I am selecting this plane, bottom plane, and I am creating a sketch, and at the center I am drawing that circle, and dimension is given as 8 mm. This is an 8 mm circle and it is fully defined. So during extrusion cut, what we have to do is we have to do this extrusion not from the sketch plane, from an offset plane. Actually we know the dimension is 8 mm, the cut should be 8 mm, so let us give 8 mm in the extrude cut, and we have to offset for a distance for this much. Actually this distance is 14 mm, so surely it will be more than 14 mm. So let us try with 15 mm. So the offset direction should be changed, so offset should be in the upside direction. Let us give a dimension of 16 mm first. Okay, that's okay. We can see here the hole is created with a diameter of 8 mm and a depth of 8 mm. That's okay. And then we have created this particular hole and this square hole and through cut, also a slot over here. Everything we have created. One thing missing is this fillet. Select this edge and give fillet for a radius of 8 mm. Give fillet and the radius is 8 mm. Sorry, before doing this fillet we have to do one thing. We can see a curved face here, so we have to create that curve. So that has to be created in this surface. Let us create a sketch in this surface and draw an arc. Okay, let us give the radius as 54 mm. Small dimension, the radius is 54 mm, and also that is the center is in this origin. I am clicking this origin and this point, and these 2 points are coincident. So now that arc has been created for a radius of 54 mm. Draw the remaining profiles, and it can be extruded. Features, that is extruded cut. So we don't know the exact dimension, but we can have an option called up to surface. We can remove material, we can create extruded cut up to a surface. I am selecting this surface, so up to this surface the remove material will take place. Okay, so now we have created that, and all the things that we have did in this right hand side, so it has to be transferred to the left hand side. For that we can select, this is a common extrude, no problem. This cut extrude, this cut extrude, this cut extrude, this cut extrude is not needed, and this cut extrude, everything has to be mirrored. So I am selecting all this cut extrude by keeping the control button pressed, and I am going to the mirror option. We have to select the mirror face. I am clicking this feature manager and I am selecting the mirror plane. This is the right plane to mirror it, and if I click OK, it has been mirrored perfectly. So this is what we needed. So we have drawn the component what we expected, and let us continue that drawing the other components like this cap and the shaft and these nuts in the next video. Thank you.